Well, I definitely had to get probably the most toxic thing out of my life first. Then it started being a bit more vocal. I am naturally a people pleaser, so it's just more kind of saying, no, this isn't what I'm going to do.
You know that awkward feeling when you realize your ride or die friend might not be so ride or die after all? Yeah, we've all been there. But imagine dealing with that kind of betrayal, not at your local coffee shop or high school locker, but in front of millions of fans, cameras, tabloids, and social media detectives who don't miss a single detail. That's exactly what Selena Gomez went through when her once tight bond with Kendall Jenner took a nosedive. And trust me, this isn't just another celebrity drama. It's a story filled with loyalty tests, Instagram unfollows that sent the internet spiraling, whispers of jealousy, and the painful realization that fame and friendship often don't mix. So, how exactly did Kendall Jenner ruin her friendship with Selena Gomez? And why did it all unravel in such a public, messy way? Grab your popcorn, because this isn't just drama, it's a full-blown saga. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. Back in the early 2010s, Hollywood was overflowing with power squads. Taylor Swift had her girl gang, the Kardashians ruled reality TV, and Selena Gomez was carving out her place as one of the most relatable pop stars of her generation. Somewhere in the middle of this swirl of flashing cameras and high-profile parties, Selena Gomez and Kendall Jenner found each other. At first glance, the friendship made sense. Selena was the girl-next-door type with a loyal fan base, and Kendall was the rising star of the modeling world, trying to step out from under the Kardashian shadow. They were young, stylish, and often spotted together at events. Paparazzi photos showed them laughing, hugging, and even twinning in chic outfits. Fans loved it. Social media posts between them were playful, sweet, and gave off the kind of bestie vibes everyone wanted to replicate. But behind the filtered photos and red carpet smiles, there were tiny cracks beginning to form. And if you've ever been in a friendship that looks perfect on the outside, but feels complicated behind closed doors, you know how dangerous those cracks can become. What could possibly go wrong when two of the most watched women in the world try to mix friendship with fame? You probably guessed it. No Selena Gomez story is complete without Justin Bieber making an appearance. The Selena-Justin-Kendall triangle wasn't always obvious, but the more you dig, the clearer it becomes that Bieber's presence in Selena's life played a massive role in her fallout with Kendall. Here's what went down. Selena and Justin's on-again, off-again romance was already legendary, with fans dubbing them Yelena. They were messy, they were passionate, and they were completely intertwined. But in 2014, rumors started swirling that Justin was getting a little too close to Kendall Jenner. A dinner date here, a private hangout there, the tabloids had a field day. Selena, understandably, was furious. It wasn't just about Justin's wandering eye. It was about betrayal from a friend. Imagine confiding in your bestie about your boyfriend's struggles, only to find out she might be part of the problem. That's the kind of heartbreak that cuts deeper than any romantic breakup. Let's face it, friendships in Hollywood are rarely just about friendship. They're about power, influence, and who's dominating the headlines. And when you put Selena Gomez and Kendall Jenner in the same circle, comparisons are bound to happen. Selena was already an established star, singer, actress, and global icon. Kendall, meanwhile, was on the rise, breaking into high-fashion modeling and slowly stepping out from her Kardashian-Jenner family's reality TV reputation. On paper, they should have celebrated each other's wins. But in reality, the industry thrives on pitting women against each other. Who looked better on the red carpet? Who landed the bigger campaign? Who was hanging out with the cooler circle that week? These subtle competitions slowly chipped away at their bond. Fans couldn't help but notice how Kendall's friendship with other A-listers, like Gigi Hadid, Hailey Bieber, and even Kylie Jenner, sometimes seemed to leave Selena on the sidelines. It's like that feeling when your best friend starts hanging out with a new group, and suddenly you're not the first call anymore. Only difference? For Selena and Kendall, the whole world was watching it play out in real time. And nothing stings quite like realizing you've become replaceable in someone else's spotlight. When Selena did her infamous friend purge, unfollowing Kendall, Kylie, and even other close friends, fans were quick to connect the dots. This wasn't just a casual cleanup. It was a statement. And while Selena never explicitly spelled out her reasons at first, the message was loud and clear. Something had gone very wrong. Meanwhile, Kendall seemed unbothered, posting glamorous photo shoots, traveling with her new crew, and building her modeling empire. But for Selena's fans, it was personal. They felt protective of her, rallying behind her with hashtags, TikToks, and endless threads about justice for Selena. The question remained, was Kendall just careless, or was she deliberately playing a role in the unraveling of their friendship? Let's pause for a second. Because beyond the headlines and social media drama, there's a real person at the center of this, Selena Gomez. She's been open about her struggles with mental health, lupus, and the pressure of living in the public eye. Losing a friend under such messy circumstances couldn't have been easy. In interviews, Selena has often hinted that she values authenticity and loyalty above all else. When she talked about removing people from her circle, it wasn't just about cleaning up her Instagram feed. It was about protecting her peace. And that meant cutting ties with anyone, even Kendall Jenner, who didn't align with her energy. It's a reminder that no matter how glamorous someone's life looks, friendships are fragile. They can be destroyed by jealousy, betrayal, or simply growing in different directions. And for Selena, the fallout with Kendall wasn't just gossip fodder. It was a painful chapter in her journey of self-discovery. So, where do Selena and Kendall stand now? If you're hoping for a reconciliation, don't hold your breath. They've been notably distant for years, rarely crossing paths in public and definitely not tagging each other on Instagram anymore. Kendall has leaned further into her modeling career, making waves in high fashion and maintaining her close-knit Jenner-Kardashian circle. Selena, on the other hand, has shifted her focus to music, acting, and building her beauty empire, Rare Beauty, all while continuing to advocate for mental health awareness. Interestingly, both women have learned to curate their circles more carefully. Selena now surrounds herself with a smaller, more trusted group of friends. Kendall, too, keeps her personal life relatively private compared to her sisters. In a way, they've both moved on. But the silence between them? That speaks louder than any words. Now let's get real. You might not be a pop star or a supermodel, but friendship drama? That's universal. The Selena and Kendall story reminds us of a few key lessons. Loyalty matters more than popularity. Who cares if someone has millions of followers if they don't have your back? Boundaries are necessary. Just like Selena did, sometimes you need to cut ties for your own peace. Friendship should never feel like a competition. If it does, it might not be the right friendship for you. At the end of the day, friendships aren't about photo ops or Instagram likes. They're about trust, loyalty, and mutual respect, values that clearly weren't strong enough to keep Selena and Kendall together. Here's the thing, we don't just care about Selena and Kendall because they're famous. We care because their story mirrors our own. Who hasn't dealt with a friend who chose a boy over you, or someone who drifted away into another crowd? We project our own experiences onto theirs, and that's why celebrity drama feels so personal. When Selena unfollowed Kendall, it wasn't just Hollywood news. It was a reminder to all of us that even the most glamorous lives are filled with heartbreak, insecurity, and tough choices. Maybe that's why we keep watching, keep reading, and keep analyzing. Because deep down, we see ourselves in their stories. So, did Kendall Jenner ruin her friendship with Selena Gomez? Yes, in more ways than one. Whether it was through the Justin Bieber entanglement, the quiet competition, or simply failing to show the loyalty Selena expected, the damage was done. But here's the silver lining. Selena came out stronger. By walking away from toxic dynamics, she made space for genuine connections and a healthier mindset. And that's a lesson we can all carry with us. Friendships may fade, but self-respect? That's forever. Backhand index pointing right, what do you think? Was Kendall really at fault? Or was this just the natural end of a friendship that couldn't survive fame? Drop your thoughts, share your own friendship stories, and let's keep this conversation going. Because if Selena taught us anything, It's that protecting your peace is always worth it.